the same time.
Okay, an EMT is an emergency medical technician, and an EMT is really an ambulance attendant. So the ambulance attendants of yesterday have been replaced by the emergency medical technician. EMT ambulances have been around for a long time. In fact, they were around in the Napoleonic Wars, but it wasn't until the turn of the century, and then certainly after World War II, where we started seeing actual vehicles being used to transport patients. And the individuals that were responsible for transporting these patients from the scene to the hospital had little or no medical training. We now know that the first 3 minutes of any medical emergency are the most critical, and appropriate assessment and medical intervention at that time can make a difference in patient outcome. The ambulance attendant of yesteryear, the emphasis then was placed on immediate load and go. In other words, get to the scene, get the patient as quickly as you can to the hospital. We now know that the EMT 1A of today is really an extension of the emergency room physician, and his ambulance is an extension of the emergency department. So the emphasis still is on getting the patient as quickly as we can to the hospital, but first to do some basic assessment, some basic stabilization of that patient, and then get them to the hospital as quickly as possible. Well, here at Skyline College, students attend the program for a full semester, so approximately 17 weeks. And they come 1 day a week from 8:30 in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening, and I have 3 different sections of students. So I have approximately 85 to 95 students that take the class each semester.
The reason why I got involved in the EMT program at Skyline is because I like to help people. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to help out in any way I can. So when I heard about the EMT program and what we can do to contribute to being in an ambulance or an emergency room, I was really excited about it.
Well, at Skyline College, for sure, students will have a very, very broad knowledge base from which to draw information. They'll not only be learning skills that will enable them to save a patient's life, but they'll have a broad foundation of knowledge to draw from to make quick, split-second decisions as to what they're going to do for that patient, both at the scene and en route to the hospital. But I know for a fact that many of my students go on and become emergency medical technicians, or they take the next step, which is a paramedic. I get continuous feedback from many of my students over the years, and they tell me that they've been very well prepared in this program.
I was a student in the EMT1 program here at Skyline. After I graduated from the program, I went on to paramedic school and became a paramedic, and then came back here to the college to assist with the classes on a volunteer basis. That worked out real well, and there was an opening, so I applied for the position, and I've been here since. I do it primarily to give the students the benefit of my field experience. Working as an EMT requires a wide level of knowledge, both from a hospital setting and from the field, working in an ambulance. So the combination of Angelica's background in the hospital and mine in the field gives the students a good basis from which to begin their career as an EMT1.
Well, the reason I got involved with the EMT program at Skyline College was to further along my education on emergency response, to bring along my Coast Guard career. And it's been pretty beneficial to me so far. I'm a 9th week student, and as you can see, we're really getting into what we're learning here. It's a lot of fun.
If you would like more information about these or any other programs at Skyline Community College, you can call 415-355-7000. That's 415-355-7000. And finally, in our last segment, Close Up, we're off to the Coyote Point Recreation Area in San Mateo.